A wave of layoffs are currently hitting not just 343, but the rest of Xbox's various game studios, such as the Coalition and Bethesda, but we're mostly here talking about 343. So today, about 60 people at 343 lost their jobs. A lot of them were contractors. Unfortunately, a lot of them were veteran talent at the studio, such as Christopher Blom, Kevin Schmidt, and also, yes, unfortunately, Joe Staten is going to be leaving 343, and he's going to be rejoining Xbox's game publishing firm. From a buddy of mine, 343's campaign team was unfortunately axed, and the future of Halo under 343 is in a bit of a weird place. My friend's current theory about what might be happening at 343 is the current leadership, Pierre Heinz, might be turning 343 into more of a publishing partner for the Halo series. So the idea is 343 no longer has the staff or talent to make video games. They just don't. So what they're going to do going forward is they're going to help other studios develop the games for them. So the next Halo campaign, it might not be done by 343. It might be done by Certain Affinity. And from what I understand, this is actually a long time coming. From the various friends that I've spoken to about Halo Infinite's development, they said that it was very stressful, it was very disorganized, it was very annoying, and what's very frustrating about the development and the release of Halo Infinite and the sort of fallout is that it wasn't due to Microsoft or publisher pressure suppressing their creative freedom. What's really sad is it was people in positions of power who didn't know how to lead teams, who were making bad decisions, and they had nobody who was telling them no. Bad management, incompetent leadership is why Halo Infinite ended up the way it did, why it's taken so long to get up on its feet, and why it's still struggling to get up on its feet. And then, rather than stick around and try to weather the storm, those people who brought Halo Infinite into the position it's in, they ditched the studio and left all their co-workers with the mess to clean up. Halo Infinite's launch could have been avoided, and my heart goes out to the people who are currently losing their jobs over at 343. They are talented, and wherever they end up, I hope finally their talent is put to good use. Whether they're in leadership positions or whether they're working under somebody, I hope they're finally able to flex their creative muscles and make some pretty awesome things in ways that they couldn't while they were working at 343. And something also to understand is the current state of 343 is quite different from how it was during the development of Halo Infinite. As I mentioned, a lot of those bad weeds have left 343. It's a very different kind of studio right now. And the people still there at 343, they are trying hard to get the game up on its feet. I'm talking to friends right now, there is still a passion in 343 to get Halo Infinite going. Halo's not going to be canned by Microsoft or anything, we're still going to have Halo games to play. But how those Halo games get delivered to us, well, that's going to be a completely different story. So the people there at 343 currently, salute them, they're going through a hard time, they're losing friends and coworkers, and they're probably rightfully anxious about their own future. And for the talent who was let go from 343 today, I hope you guys land on your feet. The gaming industry needs more people like you. And with that being said, I hope you all are doing okay, and yeah, this just sucks.